Hey, what's up everybody? Thank you for coming to the channel. A little bit of a different video for you here today. I'm gonna just kind of give my input on what I'm doing in this staycation due to the quarantine and things like that, how I'm keeping my head about me. And so a couple things I'm gonna go over is some things that I wasn't doing earlier before the quarantine that I'm doing now, i.e. learning new skills and things like that, trying to get certifications and things like that. And then later on, maybe not too later on, I'm going to talk about some interests that I have that may be way down the road or sooner, depending on how quick I get the knowledge and the traction. But maybe way down the road, 5-10 years from now, some things that I really want to get into as business ideas or career goals and things like that. So without further ado, let's get to what I'm doing. Maybe it'll help you guys. So what am I doing? First thing that I'm doing that actually started as soon as I got back here is I signed up for real estate school. And so I'm halfway through that course already. And I gotta tell you, it is a bit difficult, especially the part where you've got to do math. Anybody who knows me knows that me and math are quite the enemy. And so I've been having fun with that, but I've been doing that. I never thought that I'd be getting a real estate license, actually. I always thought that I would be the one that would like flip houses and do things like that, go out, find an investor to pay for the flip. I do all the work, get the house sold through a realtor. We split costs, either 60-40, 70-20, whatever it is. And that would make me enough money if I do it over and over again, that would be my job. And so I always thought that I was going to go into it that way. And so going into it, doing the course to get a real estate license and to be a real estate associate, real estate agent, actually started to become a lot more exciting. And so I like all of like the terms that you learn. I like all the laws that we learn. I like having that side of real estate. And there's like a bunch of different things you can do in real estate that is still considered real estate profession, like being an appraiser and things like that, being a surveyor, things like that. But I don't want to do any of that stuff. And so being able to sell people their homes, knowing that it's one of their biggest purchases they're ever going to make in their entire life, how great of a decision that is, and being able to have that sort of responsibility to be a part of that decision is actually quite awesome. And so that's one thing that I'm doing. It's not going to be the only thing that I'm doing, but that's definitely hoping at some point to be my bread and butter, assuming that, I'm a right fit for it and it is a right fit for me. I'm only going to know when I hit the grind, got to pass the test first. And so there's that. Switching hands here, my arm's getting tired. There's a guy walking his dog downstairs who keeps looking at me weird because I'm talking on my phone. But you know what? It's quarantine. We got to do these things. What else am I doing? I'm finding courses online, like actual courses, not people that are just kind of shooting from the hip. Here's my course, buy my course, I'm going to give you all this information. Then you find out it's basically a scam. You don't learn anything, or it's stuff that you know already. That's like quite basic. I'm looking at courses online on how to be better at social media strategies, social media marketing, social media management, community management, and things like that. Mainly because for those of you who didn't know, are going to know now, but those of you that didn't know, I really want to have my own YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel, but I want that to be the main thing that I do as a career. I want to be a full-time YouTube dude and have that support my life, support my family, support my goals and things like that. I've always wanted to do that. And so learning all of these other techniques is going to help me do that. And then real estate is also going to be a part of that. It's going to be a part of the show. Real estate is always something I've been interested in. So to incorporate it into what is essentially my lifestyle is going to be fantastic. I think it's going to be good for the channel. And then you guys get to see me kind of go through that process. Another thing that I've been doing, those are actually the two biggest things that I've been doing. I'm spending a lot of time on that. School. I hate school. I forget how much time it actually takes out of your day-to-day, because it's not just reading the material and testing material, it's studying the material, make sure you retain it all and things like that. And so I've been out of school for a long time. I graduated in 2007, if that just aged myself, but that's what's going on. And then doing all these other certifications, learning the social media strategy, social media marketing, so I can apply that to the things that I'm doing for my channel, either unsuccessfully, and then, get good enough at it to where I hopefully eventually don't have to hire it out until I've gotten such growth that I need to delegate responsibilities. And so hopefully a day like that comes. You never know. It might take a couple years. YouTube is a slow process. You got to get like 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours before you can even monetize videos. I have 10 subscribers. I've got a long way to go. And so I'm enjoying the process. I got to tell you that. So learning about, making the videos and learning about editing, especially on the computer that I have right now, that is not good for editing. I have this, anyways, hold on. I have issues with the editing because my computer is not meant for what I'm using it for. And so, but you got to use what you got. And so I'm using what I got. Right now I'm filming on an iPhone 11. And so I don't even know how I'm going to edit this. It may not even happen. You might just get it in raw form because I'm not really sure how to use this. I'm sure I could YouTube it, but I think I'm just going to upload this raw form and then that'll just be that. And so we can just move on to the interests now. Some things that I'm interested in happen to do with this right there. And this, which you guys already know about if you watched some of my older YouTube videos, but maybe we'll tap onto it again. This is my logo. The name of this channel is Damien's Perspective, and it's basically just me going throughout my life with the most positive perspective that I can in whatever given situation, in the day-to-day, in bad scenarios, in this quarantine thing. You notice in the beginning of the video, I called it a staycation. It's actually not that bad that you're staying home. But I'll tell you what, those of you that are home now, that were always thinking about having a home-based business or working for yourself, I bet you're thinking about that now more than ever. Because a lot of people choose these jobs and they're safe jobs, and they talk all this junk about being in a safe corporate environment with their degrees and blah, blah, blah. But now look, 7.7 million people applying for unemployment. That's crazy. No one could have predicted a virus like this, or maybe we could have and just ignored it. I don't know. I won't get into politics and things like that. But a lot of people that wanted to work from home, wanted to start their own business, wanted to tap into their creative side and not just to go to work because that's what society tells you to do. A lot of you are really wishing you would have done that now. And the great thing about this pandemic thing that's going on is now everybody's doing that. There's people that are my friends or my acquaintances, people I went to high school with, that never post on social media, that have talents, they never do anything, and then all of a sudden they're stuck at home and they're trying TikTok videos and they're playing the piano on camera, which they never would have done before, and they're doing all of these things and they're writing poems and they're trying to make YouTube videos now. It's fantastic that something, unfortunately, that's bad has done something so great already, and it's forcing people to believe in themselves and to stop caring about what people think, and they're getting their talents out there and they're pursuing their interest for real, and that's fantastic. And so anyways, I just wanted to say that little tidbit, but boom, that's my logo. That's basically what it's about, being as positive as you possibly can, regardless of what's going on. There's always something good to take out of anything bad. And so as long as your mind is there, you win. If it's not, you lose. So that's one interest. The other interest coming right up. Interest number 2 is I like whiskey. Anybody that knows me knows that I love whiskey. I love bourbon. And recently, I would say ever since I met my significant other, my fiance, she's gotten me into drinking wine. I actually like to drink wine. I prefer it over a lot of things now, even beer. Yes, even beer. There's dogs barking. Look, Kylie's pumped up now. Kylie, don't you start barking. Do not start barking. Don't tell me no. So anyways, and so eventually, way off in the future, I didn't mention this previously, but I'm going to mention it now. I want to have my own whiskey, my own bourbon. I want my own line. I don't know what I would call it, and I don't know enough about it to even get started. So the first thing I have to do is learn that universe. But I really do enjoy drinking whiskey, good whiskeys and things like that. Some of my favorites are, of course, the ones that everybody knows, which is Jack Daniels. Stop it. Jack Daniels. Jim Beam is really good. Tin Cup out of Colorado is a really good one that I like a lot. But I think my favorite one right now is Woodward Reserve. We have a couple distilleries here in Tampa, not Woodward, but Fishhawk. I actually have a glass that I will show you that I got from them. Tasted their whiskey. It's a corn mash whiskey. Step it. So anyways, so that's a goal with like 5-10 years in the future, is to start playing in that space when I'm knowledgeable enough to do so. So that's one thing. But now let's talk about wine. So I can't really say right now that I have a favorite wine. If I had to choose one, I would say probably Conundrum. Conundrum has a red blend that is fantastic. But I'll just go over what we got here just so you can see kind of what we're doing. Maybe you want to taste some of these. This is the little tiny wine rack that we have right here. I know. Tell me about it. This stuff is good. And so I'll explain that one right there in a second. But I'll just show you the bar. Here's the bar. We get this little tiki right here from Hawaii. I think this represents the god of luck, I'm pretty sure. That's the mixing utensils, spirits utensils. Here is the glass I was talking about right there, right? So Fishhawk, give you a better background. Fishhawk spirits. Delicious. They had a corn mash that we got. We tried like 4 of the ones that they had. We do not have a drinking problem. Cold Stones, you put them in the freezer. This is actually the cap of the tin cup whiskey bottle, right? It's a tin cup, go figure. It's got a good story behind it. It's made with the water from the Rocky Mountains, I believe. And it's just a fantastic whiskey, so you guys should try it out. Tin cup, I think it's like $32 to $34 for 750 milliliter. It's really good, but this is the cap that comes on it. And the bottle is like a hexagon. It's really cool. These we got Gas Bars Rum. Gas Bars Rum Company is over by Ybor. You should try that. I'm not crazy about rum, but they have a coconut rum that is nuts. So if you like coconut rum, Gas Bars Rum over in Ybor. I said that crazy, right? Ybor. Go get the Gas Bars Rum at Ybor. And you will not be sorry. During this pandemic, by the way, shout out to them. They turned their distilleries, instead of making the rum, they are making hand sanitizer to give out to the public during the pandemic. That way people can wash their damn hands to stay clean. So shout out to you guys for turning your company into basically a community service deal to help out the community. So that's awesome. Good thing for you guys. I only know that because I follow them on social media. So if you go on Facebook and go to Tampa Bay Rum Company, you will find them there. And they are fantastic. Feel free to tell them that I sent you. Tag them in this video, por favor. All right. This sign we got from Big Lots. Relax, unwind, get in a flip-flop state of mind. That we found at a beach somewhere. I forget which one. My lady will probably know. This I got in, try to guess where. I love sea turtles. I like beer. And so, naturally. That, I believe, my lady got from Africa. She's been to South Africa. How awesome is that? All right, now we're on to the wine collection. So I'll start with, I'll just start from the bottom. Start from the bottom, and then we'll be here. Yes, I pulled a Drake. We have 2 of these bottles right here because they were for sale. They're a BOGO, I think, or 2 for something. Little Penguin. I have not tried this before, so I'm pretty excited to try it. It's a very, very simple label, and usually, I don't know, sometimes brands that have simple appearances usually have the best experience, whether it be with food, whether it be with drinks, whether it be with mom and pop restaurants, anything that kind of looks plain like that. I'm always really excited about it for some reason. So I should say most of all of these are Cabernets. That's what Melissa's favorite is, my lady. And I haven't spent much time tasting anything else. And so now I'm on the Cab train and, I like it. Here's another one with a simple label, Turning Leaf. So this one's got some awards attached on it. And so I'm pretty excited about trying this. I've never had this one before either. Look, alcohol volume right there is what? 11.5, not very much. But I'm sure it's going to be quite delicious. This is the other bottle of that one that we got. And then one of our go-tos is Yellowtail. Yellowtail comes out of Australia. This one was super cheap. It was $5. Tastes like a $10 to $15 bottle of wine. And yes, sometimes, and I mean only sometimes, price does make the difference. In this case, this $5 wine tastes like it should cost 13 bucks. Really, really good. Another cab. It's a red. We only drink reds. We don't like whites. No, we're not racist. We're talking about wine here. We just don't like the whites very much. For some reason, they leave the missus with a headache more so than the reds. This, another one from Yellowtail, on sale. This was a $10 bottle. It's 1.5 liters. And it's a Shiraz Cabernet. I do not know what this tastes like. I've had a Shiraz before, and I wasn't crazy about that flavor. Now it's got Cabernet, so I don't know if that's a mix or if this is like just a different category entirely. I don't know. I'm not like a connoisseur. I just needed to taste good. But, so we got that one. And then here is one of my favorite that we've purchased so far. I also have not tasted this. Usually every time we go to the store, we try to get something different. I saw this one and was attracted to it because this bottle is fire. Look how cool that looks. And then the label actually looks really cool. I wouldn't say that it's simple, but it's incredibly old school. Like, I imagine if we were back in the Westerner days, bottles would look like this, and it would be like hand painted or who knows what. But this is cool because it's aged in bourbon barrels. And like I just said, I love bourbon, I love whiskey, and so it's going to have that hint on it on here. It's only been aged in the barrels for 60 days. How much it was aged in the wine barrels before it was put into the bourbon barrels, I do not know that. But this is a 2017 and 60-day aged in bourbon barrels. I'm really excited to try this one. This one's going to be fantastic, and I can already tell. And I do remember when I read the back of this, it has got some flavors in there that are kind of new to me. I've had like blackberry, you can see right there. I've had dark chocolate. The toasted coconut is what I have not had a hint of in any wine that I've drunk so far. And so I'm really excited about that. And then it's finished with vanilla. So that's dope. But I'm really excited about this toasted coconut and the fact that it was aged in bourbon barrels. That gets me pumped up. So now to the star of the show, this bad boy. Once again, that bottle is just dope. Right? This we got two of them because it was buy one get one at Publix. We love Publix. This one is also aged in bourbon barrels. I'm really excited about that. Look at that alcohol volume. 15.5. Say what? For a wine, look at that. How freaking cool is that? So anyways, I have a big interest in wine now. In terms of like just drinking it. I don't know if I would ever want my own label per se. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to say never, or it'll never happen, because I don't know. If I'm going to have, my own bourbon or whiskey, it may not be too far of a stretch, even though I know they're completely different. But we'll see. So there's that. There's the bar. There's the second shelf of the bar that's just full of a bunch of stuff that my lady just puts down there when she runs out of room of places to put random things. And then a little wine bucket right there. How cool is that? Bam, bam. All right. Done. All right, so I know I've been a chatterbox in this video. Short-ish kind of video. Little unorthodox. I have not started drinking yet. See, all the bottles are still there. Yet, as you heard. Little unorthodox from what I'm usually doing, but, it's quarantine. And you got to get creative here. And so I hope you guys liked it. If you have made it this far, thank you for sticking around. You should try any of these wines that you saw there. Try to hit up Fish Hawk if you want to try some corn mash whiskey. Super, super, super good. Tampa Bay Rum Company, go ahead and try them out. They are still open, but I think they're just selling the hand sanitizer right now. Maybe you can hit them up if they've got something that you can order from their website. Maybe it can be delivered. I don't know. So don't quote me on any of it, but follow them on Facebook. They are fantastic. They're delicious. They're delicious. And me and Kylie are going to say bye now. Got it. Kathy. Bye. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Keep living, keep loving. We're all in this together. Peace out.